Hello and welcome to my channel Java Tutorial. In this particular video, we are going to study the process of binary search. It is the process of searching an element in an array. The content of the video is strictly based on the CISC syllabus for Standard 10. Now, what is the basic concept of binary search? That is, what is binary search actually? Binary search is the process of searching for a value in an array based on the principle of divide and conquer. That is, every time at the end of an unsuccessful search, the array is divided into two halves and only one half is considered for the next search and the remaining half is ignored. So that is dividing the array into two at the end of every unsuccessful search. That is why it is called divide and conquer. There is another searching method which is called linear search, which can also be applied to search for a value in an array. Now, linear search means searching a value in an array in which each value is compared with a value to be searched till the value is found or to the end of the array. So you have to keep searching for the value till the value is found or to the end of the array. So if you are searching an array of say 100 elements, you have to actually search. In the worst case, you have to search for all the 100 elements if the value is not found. Whereas in case of binary search, at the end of every unsuccessful comparison, the array is divided into two and only one half is taken for the next comparison and the other is ignored. So every time you are going on dividing the array into two halves and only taking one half for the next and ignoring the other. In case of linear search, in the worst case scenario, the entire array is to be searched. So as I said, that if it is the value that you're searching for is the last value or the value does not exist in the array, then you have to search for all the values. So if it is an array of 100 or 1000 elements, you have to search all the 100 elements or all 1000 elements. But in case of binary search, because it divides the array into two halves at the end of every unsuccessful search, so to search an array of 100 elements, in the worst case it would require a maximum of 10 comparison, not more than that. So 10 comparisons will be able to search an array of 100 elements. Linear search can work on all arrays. It is the simplest of process which can work on all array. But for binary search to work, the array needs to be sorted. It can work only on a sorted array. For sorting the array, you can apply any standard sorting algorithm like bubble sort, which the process of bubble sort I have already put up in my channel. You can go through it. So binary search can only work on a sorted array. If it is an unsorted array, binary search will never work. Now let us see an illustration to understand the concept of binary search. Let us consider the following sorted array of size n is equal to 10. The elements are 3, 4, 5, 7, 10, 11, 18, 20, 22 and 30. So there are 10 elements over here and these elements are in a sorted order. Let the value to be searched. Say we are searching for the value 11 in the array. So for binary search we need three variables: low, high and mid. Low is initialized to position 0 of the array, that is to the first value of the array. High is initialized to the position n-1, that is the last element. And mid is the average of low and high. So mid is low plus high by 2. So 0 plus 9 is 9, 9 by 2 is 4. So you can see mid is in the fourth position because we know that array, the index position of array starts with 0. So low is in 0, high is in 9 and mid is in 0 plus 9 by 2, which is 4. Next we compare the value in the mid position with the value to be searched, that is the target value that we have, the value that is to be searched, we compare with the value in the mid position. Now the value in the mid position is what? 10, and the value that we are searching for is 11. So the comparison is made whether k is equal to the value in the mid position or not. So obviously we can see it is not. If the value we are searching for is the value in the mid position, search is successful. So suppose if we were searching for the value 10, then the value in the mid position is also 10 and they would have matched, so the search is successful. But in this case, as we can see, the value is not the value, the target value is not the value in the mid position. So what we do, else if the value we are searching for is less than the value in the mid position, we take the first half. Yes. So what we do is that first we compare with the value in the mid position. If the value in the mid position is same as the value, that is the target value, we say that the search is successful. If it is not, we check whether the value, that is the target value, is less than the value of the mid position or greater than the value of the mid position. If the value is less than the value in the mid position, then obviously the value that with the target value will be in the first half of the array. So I don't need the second half of the array. And if the value we are searching for is greater than the value in the mid position, we take the second half of the array and ignore the first part. Because the array is shorted, so we can easily conclude that if the value is less than, the target value is less than the value in the mid, then it will occur somewhere in the first part. If the target value is greater than the value in the mid, it will occur somewhere in the second part. So in this, our target value is 11. So we can see 11 is greater than the value in the mid. So the first part is ignored. Now as the first part is ignored, we have to modify the position of low. So low, which was initially in the 0 position, now becomes mid plus 1. That is the value in the mid position of the array plus 1. So it will be somewhere between low and high, which is the second half of the array. So again, if we repeat the process, mid will change and it will again become low plus high by 2. So low plus high by 2 is, again we are getting a mid which is having the value 20. Our target value is 11. So as you can see, our target value is 11. So which condition it is satisfying? Obviously the second condition, that is the value that we are searching for, the target value is less than the value in the mid position. So which one will change, or which part will be required? Obviously the first part. It will not require the second part. So the second part will be removed and high will relocate to mid minus 1, the position ahead of the mid. So now we have low plus high by 2. Mid will change and it will go to where low is. Now you can see that the value that we are searching for, that is the target value, is the value in the mid position. So our search is successful. So as per the array that I took, the initialization of the array is something like int a is equal to 3, 4, 5, 7, 10, 11, 18, 20, 22, 30. I have taken n, which indicates the number of values in the array. Pause. Initialize to minus 1. Minus 1 indicates that the value is not found in the array because the position of the value in an array starts with 0. So if pos remains as minus 1, that means the value was not found. And the target value k I have taken as 11. Now these are the three variables that I have taken. Low initialized to 0, which is the first index position. High initialized to the last index position, which is n minus 1. N is the number of elements in the array, so n minus 1. And I have taken a variable here. The loop I have taken as while low is then equal to high. Now if you have observed the previous illustration, you must have seen that either the low increases or moves towards the left or towards the right, or high moves towards the left. So low and high, at the end of every unsuccessful search, low and high keep coming close to each other. At a point of time, low and high will become equal. That is the point where we can say that we have finished searching the entire array. So the process should continue while low is less than equal to high. The first thing that we are going to find is mid, which is low plus high by 2. The first checking was that the value in the mid position is equal to the target value or not. So if A of mid is equal to the value that we are searching for, that is the target value, immediately we say pos is equal to mid. Pos is equal to mid. Pos is equal to mid means what? Mid is the position where the value is found, so pos is equal to mid. And break. Else if the value is less than A of mid, that is it occurs in the first part of the array, then high shifted towards left, high equals to mid minus 1, else low is equal to mid plus 1, that is the second part of the array. So this is the code that will help you to search for a value in an array using binary search. So let us now see the code in the BlueJ environment, which will help you to understand the coding in a better way. As you can see, I've already created a binary search class, and the code I have already written beforehand. The code is same as it is shown in the video. So you can see I have taken an array, I have predefined an array and initialized it. I have taken the variables low, high and mid. Also, I have displayed the array over here. Next, what I did is to take the value to be searched as input, and then I've used the same loop that I have shown in the video a while back. That is, while low less than equal to high, I am taking mid as low plus high by 2. If the value mid matches with the value that we are searching for, we assign pos to mid and terminate the loop. Otherwise, high changes, that is, if the value that we are searching for is less than the value in the mid position, high changes to mid minus 1, else low changes to mid plus 1. And at the end, I have checked if pos still remains as minus 1, we are displaying value not found, else we are displaying the position of the value as pos. So this is the code as per the explanation that I had given before. Now let us execute and see the output. For that, we create an object and then we execute it, void main. The terminal window is here. So enter the value to search. Suppose I will search for the value 22. I can see it is showing the position as 8. Remember, in array the positions are counting from 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is found in the position 8. On the other hand, again, if I search for the value, suppose I am searching for the value 5. So it should display the position 2. Yes, 0, 1, 2. Now let us take an example where we are searching for a value that does not exist. So let us search for the value 100. And it says the value not found. So this is the basic code which is used to search an element using the binary search method. So with that, we come to the end of this video. I hope all of you have understood the concept of binary search. For any queries, you can post in the comment section of the video, and please do not forget to like, subscribe and share the video. Thank you for watching.